Welcome to the Solo to Entrepreneur show where we navigate the thrilling, sometimes terrifying, but also rewarding journey of turning your solo venture into a thriving business. I'm your host, Lorraine Chai, and today we're diving into a topic that's as real as it gets. All right, so let's get real for a moment. When you leave a corporate job, or any kind of job for that matter, as a full timer, part timer, casual worker, or contractor, to becoming your own boss and start your own company or business, it's like stepping off a cliff with a parachute you have to sew on the way down. Exciting? Absolutely. Scary? Well, you bet. But picture this, your last day at any work that you have, your last day at your job. You're walking out with possibly your things, feeling like a movie star. But underneath that cool exterior is a mixture of feelings from freaking out to excitement. For me, it was leaving the Department of Education as a teacher and other managing and directorial positions. No more having people telling you what to do. You get the final say to the outcome that you want, but also doubt. What if I fail? What if I can't pay my bills? The what ifs. The first challenge for me hit me hard as a business owner. It was actually decision making. Not just decision making, but making the right decision and making quick decisions for the outcome that I want. Working for others, decisions are often involving multiple people, long meetings, endless deliberations from different departments. But as a business owner, the power, the pressure to make decisions quickly and correctly rest entirely on your shoulders. For me, it was when I first started my business, my first business, in fact, which was a music academy. I remember the first major decision I made was employing people, my first assistant, and later on teachers. I spent hours researching, interviewing, training them, but also second guessing myself, as not all of them turned out the way that I wanted. Having said that, the more I was in that hiring position, the more I learned to pick up cues on people's abilities and if they were genuine on their contribution to scaling my business. It wasn't about how they presented themselves or how they answered their questions, but it was also about how they did problem solving on the go and how much they performed compared to what they had promised to do while being employed. But mind you, many people who were previously employed in any company or any business, well, your schedule is handed on to you on a silver platter. Most people work a 9 to 5 job during the weekday, but as solo entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs, business owners, you suddenly, as a boss, you own your time. You find yourself working around the clock, skipping meals and your social life. Well, forget your social life. To fix this, I had to become a time management ninja. I set strict work hours, but also took breaks and learned to prioritize. On the sideline, I was writing and designing educational books until past midnight. But I set deadlines for myself as I did not have a manager to push me into completion or reaching my goals and my targets. I gave myself those things, exactly that, targets and goals, to aim towards too. From that, I reverse engineered it to manifesting the outcome. It sounds simple, but it made me super productive and less stressed. Now, let's talk about money. In any kind of work, as an employee, you know exactly what you're getting paid and when. I used to wait by the phone being employed every day, not knowing if I would get a call to come in for work as a casual or a contract worker. But as a solopreneur, as a business owner, it's a wild roller coaster. You get paid for what you work. One month you're swimming in cash, and the next you're counting pennies, holding on to them real tight. When money gets tight is when the panic mode is activated. So I turned into a financial wizard. The thing about scaling, you need to know your numbers. Revenue, profit, expenses, financial goals, creating budgets, setting up emergency funds, diversifying my income streams, not more or no more relying on just one product or service. It's about, having it in multiple ways, where when a business is slow, there's other ways of getting in finances. Financial planning isn't just smart, it's survival. And then there's imposter syndrome, worry, doubt, fear. Hearing the voice at the back of your mind questioning your every move and constantly saying you're not good enough. You wanting to stay in your comfortable past instead of getting out of your comfort zone and challenging yourself, pushing yourself out to the unknown, towards success. Despite my successes, I constantly doubted myself, but that's human. To kick imposter syndrome to the curb, I started a strong morning routine, which consists of starting my day at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning with affirmations, visualizing what I want, acknowledging my efforts, planning my day, problem solving, and also short exercises. I made a decision to move away from friends and families that no longer served me, or those not in the same wavelength or mindset that I was headed towards too. I monitored the way that I spoke, thought, not allowing any negative thought to cross my mind. Studied people who were more successful than I was. But don't worry, I also celebrated wins. And no matter how small, finish a project, yay! Positive client feedbacks, hurrah! But I also surrounded myself with supportive fellow entrepreneurs and kept learning. Courses, workshops, you name it. The more I learned, the more confident I became. The more I networked, the more business I created. I know it all too well. Feeling out of control is part of the journey from employee to entrepreneur. The trick is not to control everything, but to control how you respond, how you feel about chaos. Manage your time, plan your finances, and build your confidence. You not only survive, but you thrive. Remember, it's perfectly okay to feel scared and uncertain. What's important is to catch it as quickly as you can before it gets too deep. Don't allow it to marinate and affect you. Keep moving forward and believe in your ability and your capability towards success. Well, thank you for joining me today on our episode on the Solo to Entrepreneur show. I hope today's conversation was fun, serious, and above all, interesting. If you have any questions or want to share your own stories, get in touch with us. But until next time, keep chasing those visions and dream and loving the journey. Stay tuned for more episodes where we dive into the world, the wild ride of solopreneurship. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review if you enjoyed this episode. Have a fantastic day, and remember, you're not alone in this path towards entrepreneurship.